Thanks for joining us today for the fourth time today, actually, and the second time for Formula One Division 3. We've got 10 new drivers again racing for the second part of Division 3 here in Hungary. 18-minute quali and a 25% race. You've got Dr. Robot here, but the main commentator today is going to be none other than the very famous D2 driver, Bob. How you doing there, Bob?
Pretty good so far, and I didn't know I was famous.
Yep, you are. So, are you excited for today?
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I unfortunately wasn't able to make it to the first part, but that's alright. Give other people a chance to commentate, and yeah, so far it went really well from what I've heard. And this is the second part with, though, not as many drivers.
Yeah, not as many. There's 4 less than there was previously. Hey, so you were driving around here yesterday for D2, right?
Yeah, but not for long.
Yeah, so I was going to ask, how do you think these drivers are going to get around this track? What are the tricky parts of the track, do you think? And
the tricky part, I would say, would be I'm not 100% sure what turn that is. Let me just see. I think that is a turn. Alright, so there's turn 1, 2. I think it'll be like turn 4, or it's like where you go uphill and then a really sharp left.
Turn 4, that's turn 4.
Yeah. And then turn 5, I think, will also be pretty tough, because if you accelerate when on the curb of turn 5, you're gonna spin a lot. You're gonna be spinning. And I've experienced this multiple times, especially around the first few times I've been on this course.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So we have got one driver coming around the corner now. It's going to be Mika. He's actually come back into the pits. Interesting. The next one is going to be Garrett. So I'll ride on board of Garrett and I'll let you take over.
Alright, so with Garrett, he's just coming down the main straight, opens up the DRS. He's been in hot lap, I think, the entire lap. Gonna keep it in 7th gear, didn't upshift to 8th gear, drops it down to 1st and quickly upshifts to 2nd, opens up the DRS again, and he's accelerating towards turn 2, drops it into 4th, then the 3rd very slowly, goes very, very wide into that turn, and then he takes a little bit of curb, going up towards the turn 4, brakes and takes it very slowly. And he now is in turn 5, stays away from the curb, and now heads towards that chicane. Takes it very nice and smoothly here. Where is he going to go here? He's going to go into 4th gear, takes that turn pretty well. Takes that one just a little bit slower, but through there he maintained it in 4th gear. Now he keeps it in 6th through, I don't remember what turn number that is. Here he is through the final section here. Keeps it in 3rd, he's going very well here. At the final turn, keeps it in 4th gear. Opens up the DRS. And he sets a 121, but ISRL sets a 117.3.
Wow, that is a very fast lap on the soft tyre, a 117.3.
Ooh. Garrett made some... I think there was a little bit of contact between one of the Mercedes and Garrett.
If there was, it must have been Whistle Pig, actually.
Mercedes spun.
The Mercedes?
Yeah, the Mercedes has spun.
I'm not seeing this on track. I'm seeing the Mercedes go through turn 4 right now, and this looks like he's going pretty fast.
He just recovered.
Oh, thank God for that.
The spun. He just recovered from the spun.
So he's just coming through turn 6 and 7 right now. It looks like he is actually still on a hot lap as well, because he's still got his ERS set to hot lap. I'm not sure if he's just racing back to the pits or not. It's really confusing to see what's going on here.
I think he's gotten like no ERS.
Yeah, he's
got
almost
no.
exhausted it all. He's only got 6% left, and it's glowing like a really weird red colour for me right now. He did
I can't even
actually...
see any of it.
He was actually fastest in the purple sector, so I think he is still going for it. He's staying out again. How he's managed to keep his ERS up when he's only got 8% left amazes me, but he is going to cross the line with a fast lap, and let's see what he gets. He went 122.0, so not too fast, but he was low on ERS.
Interesting, but I saw him spun, but might have recovered it nice and easily, or maybe it was just a glitch on my end. Could have been. But so far, this is looking pretty good. Just gonna looking at Dunkin' Donuts right now. He's coming up to the chicane right now. He's on the medium compound tires.
So, sorry to interrupt you there, but we do actually have Kengor in the Red Bull and another car beside him in the Mercedes off the track right now. So I think they both collided, I think, on the exit of turn 4. So let's hope they're both okay. But yeah, that was a bit scruffy from these two.
Yeah, and I think Kenguru got a 5th-place grid penalty.
Oh no.
I think there was a notification for that. Let me make sure of that. Yeah, he got a grid penalty.
That's unfortunate. So, people who are on hot laps right now, I think... Oh, we got another guy. It looks like Steven Babby Moose, I think his name is. He's gone straight into the wall on the exit of turn 12. Ooh. He's in the Ferrari, and he's just taking a long time to get his car turned around right now. But he is pulling away. I bet his tyres are completely red on the graphic right now.
He's missing an end plate. He's missing one of the end plates.
Oh yeah, I see. He's gonna have to come into the pits. Is he staying out? Is he staying out?
He's staying out. He's staying out.
He's staying out, and he's got an end plate missing. Okay, so here we go. So let's ride on board with him. He just crosses the line now.
So
let's see how his entry into turn 1 is. Yeah, he's gone deep. Look, he's locked up and he's gone wide. He should have pitted there.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to set a time at least. Unless he's like not sure of how to control the car. He may or may not know how to like handle the car yet or something. But so far he's not doing too bad. Minus a few
he's gone deep at the chicane.
The fact that didn't invalidate the lap is insane. So now he's heading towards the final sector here, and heads towards the 3rd last corner. Ooh, locks up and was about to go very deep, and he spun again at the same spot.
He needs to come into the pits now, surely.
He's gotta come in. He's gotta come in. There's no way he cannot do another lap. He's gotta come in. Yeah,
he's in. Right, so looking a bit further up the field, we've got Van Fofolino. I think I'll just call him Fofolino. He's coming into the pits though, and one driver behind him in the Williams. It's Fun Zebra who's coming into the pits as well. Right. So in first place right now, we've got Gernman, who looks like he's pretty untouchable with a 1:17.3. I don't think anyone in this race is going to be able to touch that right now.
I would agree with that.
Now but I would say from 2 all the way down to 6. So those 5 drivers there, they are with those times, they are right in the middle of that D1 of that round 1 race that was about 30 minutes ago. These are similar times, and bearing in mind that 3rd and 4th have actually put in their times on mediums as well. That means that they could go a lot faster, especially Mika, who's done a 1:18.9 on those mediums.
Ooh. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, Mika could go a lot quicker, so he could pose a possible challenge for ISRL.
I think he could. Now, he is in the pits. We've got one guy coming out. Kenga's coming out right now on the Red Bull. He's just been speaking in Discord, and it seems like someone was actually blocking him in the Mercedes. That was that incident out of turn 4.
That might not be good.
But he is starting a hot lap now.
Yeah. Let's hope he can make up at least 5 places more, so then he can not start in last, because it doesn't help when you start in last. Also can be a very...
He spun at turn 1, he spun at turn 1, he's going to have to go around again here. Can you see any
He's missing an end plate.
damage? He's lost an end plate again. Oh no.
Yeah. I think he's just going to take it slow for this, but I'd recommend putting it in none, so then you can build up your ERS to the maximum, unless he's going to try and just set a time, but judging by his pace, I think he's just going to take it slowly.
I think so too. So apart from him then, everyone else, well, Whistlepig is actually coming up to the end of his hot lap right now. He seems to have used up all of his ERS again. He's just on 6% ERS now. How he's doing this, I do not know.
Neither do I, but honestly, for that outlap, you gotta keep it in like low or none, and then put it in like hot lap or overtake. And is that a Ferrari who spun again?
Baby Moose has spun at the same corner, turn 12 again.
3 times. That's 3 times.
Something is not going right with that car.
Whistle, I think that's his name. Whistle has just.
And he spun again. He spun again. He needs to be careful because there's another car coming.
Yeah.
He's having a real hard time right now.
He's got a pit. I don't even know how much damage he has to his front.
He's just whacked the rear of his car. Let's see if he comes into the pits. He's just waiting right now.
DRS.
Yeah, he's waiting right now to let all of these cars pass. Williams comes into the pits.
That's probably the smartest move to make. And this is on an outlap.
He's staying out. Oh no, he's in. He's come back in.
He's in. It looked like he was about to stay out. Funzabra has just started his hot lap, I think.
Oh, he spun! He's just spun at turn 1!
Ooh, that is not good. Mika has gone on to the softs.
So he should be setting a really fast lap. He's just warming. Yeah. He's on his out lap now. Oh, he's on his warm-up lap. I think he had to abandon it because he's going really slow right now and he's turned his ERS all the way down.
For me, it says he's kept it in hot lap.
It's saying 0 for me, and he is...
It's glitching, I think, on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is glitching on my screen. I think that might happen a few times in the past or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So Dunkin' Donuts, that's Forbes, has just passed him. Forbes is on an outlap, so I will just switch to him quickly. He's invalidated, actually, so he's going to have to go around again. But I will jump up to Mikina, who I think is preparing for his hot lap. He's just making sure he has a big enough gap ahead of him, which he does, and he's going for it now. Yeah.
Well, there's Dunkin' Donuts who just passed him. Oh, and I think that deployment glitch is happening again with me. Yeah.
Okay, so no worries. So while that glitch sorts itself out, I'll just commentate over Mika. So he's just gone through turn 3 right now. He's on the run up uphill into turn 4. Takes a nice amount of inside curve, helps his car go wide, but he's spun and he's hit the wall, and he's drifting all the way through turn 5 along the grass right now.
Sorry to interrupt here, but Dunkin' Donuts on his hot lap, I think, right? Is he on a hot lap?
Yeah, again? He is on a hot lap, yeah.
He has 8% ERS and is keeping it in hot lap right now, I think.
I think there's a bit of a glitch going on because I don't think that is correct.
Might be my
because
connection.
It's the same thing happening on my screen too.
Oh, it is. Ooh.
Yeah, so. And it looks like the stream is a little bit laggy as well. I hope this isn't
not good. I don't know what this could be, but is resolved by next week, so then nothing like this happens again. But who knows what will happen. Hopefully the stream can clear up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop the stream and start it again because something strange is going on. Just stand by.
Okay, so Miki earlier had spun, I think, on the main straight. I couldn't tell where it was. But Kangaroo has retired from the session. He hasn't set a lap time in, so he's going to be starting in last.
Yeah, and Fun Zebra's actually spun at turn 14 again, so he's going to have to
that
go
is
around
not
again.
good.
He's only got 40 seconds though, but he does have a full tank of ERS right now, so he may be able to go again if he can get these tyres cooled down. Okay, so here he goes. I suppose he's starting his lap now.
Yeah. Hopefully he can maintain his pace.
His tyres! Oh, his tyres were just too overheated. You could tell as soon as he turned in, he lost the rear.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to go again now, and he's going to have to bring that car all the way back round. Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But there are still some people on a hot lap. One of them is on a hot lap. Sorry, one of them is Babby Moose, who is on a hot lap. Yes,
spinning at what turn was it? Turn 13 or 12? Turn 12.
Yeah, 12. That's where he always seems to be spinning. Let's hope he's clearer now.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't spin at turn 12 again. Seems to be soon in low fuel mode. Seems to be pretty low on fuel.
And his ERS is just is also all the way down at the bottom again.
Yeah.
What we have to remember though is that some of these guys do have their ERS set to automatic because it is allowed in D3. So this may be something to do with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if some of the glitching with the ERS is because of the automatic ERS. So I'm just seeing who's about to cross the line next, and I think that'll be SGPD.
And he's hit the wall. He's hit the wall.
Yeah, he's hit the wall.
At turn.
Now it's going to be the
10.
McLaren of Garrett. Also, I just realized that there's one of every car on the track. We're on the grid this time.
Oh, as we see Van Fofolino go deep into turn 12, and that's going to affect him. And then we've got a Mercedes in front of him that's going particularly slow, and I don't suppose he's going to be too happy with that either, but he is coming into the pits. He's abandoning the lap, and he's coming into the pits.
Oh, and SGPD has spun again on the main straight this time, and he's just going to reverse across the line, I think.
This is not great to see.
No, it's not. The stewards will probably have to talk to him about stuff like that, but that'll be up to them. And everybody else is in the pits. So interesting qualifying.
Yeah, very interesting quality. So in first place, we've got ISRL Gernman with a whopping 169. Now, Carter, I know you're in the chat right now. What time did you set in your quali lap? It'll be interesting to know how that compares. And then all the way down to 10th place was at least below a 180. And I'm just waiting for it to go back to the board right now to see what it was. So we had Fun Zebra on a 118.3 in second on soft tyres, not a bad time. But Mika, again, on the 189 on the medium tyres. That is a fairly good time on those medium tyres. That's D2 worthy, I think.
Yeah, he'll also be able to start on the mediums and then later in the race swap to the softs. He'll have a lot more life in his tires, and he'll be able to last a lot longer than the people on the softs. Same with Dunkin' Donuts. He's gonna be doing the same thing.
Yeah, he's on the mediums as well. And then below him we got Garrett, who I think said a 119 something. No, it was a 120.8. Sorry.
How long do the softs last in a 20%, 25%, not 20?
So from the first race, we were seeing people take them all the way to 8 laps actually. But
8 laps.
But the pace dropped off after around 4. So I think if they go longer than 4, it's going to be a risk.
So I would say about these guys might pit around maybe lap 6 or 7 possibly. I'm gonna go with either 6 or 7.
As we see, I think Dunkin' Donuts ready up early there.
Mediums, I'm not sure. how long. But this is gonna be very, very entertaining. Any predictions on who do you think's gonna win?
I think ISRL is going to run away with this one. I know Mika's starting on the medium tyres, and he may be able to do something in the pits. We've got an Alfa Romeo not moving there. It's Mika. He hasn't moved away, and some guys have been disqualified from the formation lap actually because the McLaren, the Alfa Romeo didn't move away, unfortunately. 4 drivers, in fact, haven't moved. I hope it's not glitched.
No.
Let me just check the chat. Yeah, 4 drivers haven't moved.
I hope it's not glitched like it would be in Gran Turismo. Because that'll be very unfortunate for them.
I think someone just pulled away too early and hit someone, and then 4 of them were in a big chain, and that's caused them to retire. That's unfortunate.
But then the Mercedes is at a weird angle. Like, if you look closely, he's actually at a weird angle.
We've actually seen that happen before. Oh no, he might be completely stuck on track.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I don't know, he's remained in neutral during this entire time, so... And the guys behind him are in 5th and 9th. And he's in 7th. So, I don't know how this is gonna how majorly this will impact the race. Though this is not looking good.
Not looking good at all, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep a close eye on Discord chat, seeing if there's anything.
Right, so I'll keep an eye on the back of the field, and good luck otherwise.
Oh, the grid seems very glitched. Mika seems to be very, very far ahead. What the heck? It's glitched on my screen. Everything is glitched on my screen.
Okay, I'll take over. So it does look like everyone managed to pull away. ISRL got a pretty good start, but Fun Zebra is looking down the inside into turn 1. Is he going to be able to outbrake him? No, he's not, and ISRL is going to take the lead. Has it stopped glitching on your screen?
It has, but Whistle and Mika have gotten far ahead of the pack. Like, is that what it looks like on your screen?
No, I think it must be glitching for you.
Maybe leave and rejoin?
Yeah, I'll take over the commentary for now, and then you join back. Okay.
I'll just need another
right, so while this is all going on, Whistlepig has gone a little bit deep into turn 5. We've got a big incident there with a Mercedes and a Toro Rosso, and Mika has come off worse than that as well, currently in last place. Still no safety car though, but the rest of these drivers have pulled away. So ISRL Gernman is 1.8 seconds ahead, I beg your pardon, as he's just gone through turn 11 on the entry into turn 12 now. Turns into turn 12 and he's looking okay. He's losing the rear slightly, but other than that, it's not too bad.
I think I'll need another invite.
I can't invite from a spectator. Only drivers can. I sent you 2 at the beginning. You should have another one.
I don't seem to have another one.
Sorry to interrupt. There's a big incident there at turn 14. Fun Zebra actually spins on the entry into turn 14 and he collects 2 other drivers, and he's picked up a 5-second penalty after collecting Garrett. Garrett's not going to be happy with that. We've got 2 drivers in the pits right now. Garrett's wing looks massively damaged. He's missing 2 winglets, unfortunately, and an end plate, and we've got a virtual safety car. Big incident there.
Yeah, I can't seem to... this is bad.
Check Discord.
Yeah, I'm checking Discord right now. But I can't seem to join back. Like, the glitches were weird. It might have been my connection.
No
like,
worries.
I only got 1 invite. I think.
So it doesn't look like the virtual safety car is coming in anytime soon. One of the cars is still traveling quite slowly around turn 1. It looks like it could be SGPD. The safety car has come in now. There's no virtual safety car and they are back to racing. So closest on track is going to be Van Fofolino and Kengo. They're currently separated by 8/10 as they had just gone through turn 12 and approaching turn 13 now. And we've got one of them, Kengo, actually in the pits right now. So he's going to be switching to that medium tyre, I suppose. And that's going to allow Fofo to be freed up and go hunting, I suppose, for Ayasarel Gernman, who's currently in first place, leading a quite lonely race for him at the moment. That's 3 people in the pits, and the rest are still out on track. Now, the Red Bull, I think Kengo is getting a wing change, and he's got a penalty as well. So they were waiting for him to pull away because that's why he was stationary for so long. And then we've got the Williams, a Fun Zebra, still stationary as well. So he is also having a big front wing change and he's serving a penalty at the same time. So the field is going to be so separated right now. Van Fofo has it all to do. He's got to make up 7 seconds on ISRL. How is he going to be able to do that? So looking out on track, it still looks like the closest on track is going to be Babby Moose and Garrett right now. They're just coming up to turn 5. Let's see if Babby Moose can make a run on him. Is he on the hard tyre? Has he switched to the hard? He has. He is starting on the hard tyre. I did not expect to see that hard tyre in a 25% race, but he is on it. 1 lap old hard. Would you look at that? Now, ISRL Gernman is in the pits, and that's allowed Van Fofo to jump all the way up to first place now, but he will have to pit soon. He's on 3 lap old softs right now, so he will have to pit, and that's going to allow Van Fofo to move back. But Gernman, did he have a penalty or something? Because he's also had Miki pass him in the pits as well. Miki's on those mediums, so he will be able to do a longer stint than these other guys, and he will finish on the softer tyre. But yeah, I didn't expect the race to be looking like this, at least. It's so spread out, only on lap 4. We're just under a quarter of the way through. Let's see how it goes from here. So we are looking for, drivers that are going above and beyond, and they are fast enough to be in D1 and D2. ISRL Gernman is one of these drivers. He's super fast. He's about to get an overtake done on Miki, actually. Let's see if he can do it. He's on fresher medium tyres. He's on 3 lap younger tyres. Just coming up to turn 11 now. ISRL Gernman goes in a bit too deep there, gets a bit too aggressive on the throttle. Brakes at about 75 into turn 12. He's a bit earlier on the throttle than Mika was actually. I can hear that there. Turn 13, nice and stable. I think he's going to have so much speed and he's going to get DRS here, so he should be okay to get an overtake done. He's got his DRS wide open and we are about to see him overtake. Look at the speed difference. He goes to the inside. He leaves a lot of space there. He doesn't want to get into contact with him. He jumps back to the racing line, slams on the brakes and turns into turn 1. Gets that overtake done, and now he is 7 seconds behind Van Fofo, who still needs to pit, of course. And I think he's going to run away from Miki now too. Now, everyone else is still quite separated on track, so we'll have a look at how SGPD is doing. Now, he's one of these drivers that have just turned off ABS, so it is particularly difficult for them to get this right. We have got a Williams spun. It's Fun Zebra again. He's collected another driver at turn 14. Oh, no. What happened there? He needs to be careful when he's spinning. He needs to make sure his car's off the racing line as quick as possible. But I think that's the second time that's happened there. Really unfortunate. And he's gone a bit deep into turn 1 as well. He needs to be careful because, as I said in the previous race, it is so hard to cool down overheated tyres here. I think these hard tyres are just not working for him. I'm not really sure why he went onto them, actually. He could have actually done a really long stint on the mediums, and they would have been far better than the hards are right now. But this might be the reason why he's suffering so much. But Van Fofo has come into the pits, and Gernman has retaken the lead there. He hasn't pitted yet. Let's see what tyre he puts on. I got £100 on mediums. Yes, it is mediums, and he pulls away from his pit box. So he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to even come close to getting first place right now. However, yeah, ISRL has already pitted actually, so he's not. I don't think he's going to be close to getting first place. Miki will need to pit at some point, I believe, as well. But other than that, everyone is very, very spaced apart. So we're right on board with ISRL because he is one that we're going to be looking at about promoting, I think. He is a pretty fast driver. He's got the speed for sure. He almost matched Carter's time in the first race in D3, which was a 1:16.3, I think it was. And he did a 1:16.9 here on the soft tyres, both of them. A bit scruffy there, locking up his front right slightly. I'm not sure if he's used to driving no ABS. Locking up again his front left this time as he's going into turn 13. Thought he was going to go into the pits here, but nope, he is not. Comes around turn 14 and gets back on that throttle. Now we've got Babby Moose in the pits again. Yep, Santi saying Gernman to D1 or D2. I think so. I think so. And he's getting blue flagged already. He's letting those cars pass ahead. He's got another one. He needs to let that one pass as well. He wants to make sure that he doesn't hold him up. Let's see if he gets out of the way. Not yet. It's going to be after turn 4 and possibly after turn 5 as well, because it's going to be hard to get off the racing line there. And he's gone off. Babby Moose has gone off again as he's letting these drivers past. And Whistlepig has left the session. I wonder what happened to him. I think he... Was there an incident between a Williams driver? Oh no. Fun Zebra has retired from the session. And his car is going to just disappear now. Okay, moving on. Now I'm going to jump up to SGPD because I'm not sure if the Mercedes of Whistlepig is an AI. I think it is an AI. You can see the... Let's see what the brake's like. ISRL picks up a penalty, a 3-second penalty. Yeah, I think that's an AI. So, picking up paint. And the closest on track is going to be Kenga and Dunkin' Donuts right now. So we'll stick with these guys and see how they get on. Very close now these guys are. Kengor just 1/10 behind as they're going through the final corner. Dunkin' Donuts is going to lose this position if he can't get a good exit. He got a good exit, but Kengor just got a better one. And he looks down the inside now. He's got his DRS wide open. He's already ahead. He's going to move into the racing line again and break into the corner. And he has secured third place for now. Let's see if Dunkin' Donuts can keep up. He was 3 tenths behind. He's now 4 tenths behind, and he's dropping even more. He's just gone above 6 tenths there, so I don't think he's going to be able to challenge for this position anymore. So here comes Kenga into turn 5 now. Looking a bit scruffy. He's 2.2 seconds behind Miki. So let's just keep an eye on that gap as we reach half race distance. Dunkin' Donuts isn't giving up, actually. He is still just 8 tenths behind. He's not lost too much time behind him. But that gap between Kenga and Miki has come down again. It's come down again by another tenth. And I think he's going to catch him pretty soon. He's coming he's coming around turn 14 now. And he's not got DRS, unfortunately, but he is still catching him. You can see that gap has now come down to below a second, almost below a second. It's just above right now. He's not going to get DRS. There's only one detection point around here, which is just on the entry into turn 14. So he's not going to get DRS, but he is still catching him. It's below a second now. It's on 0.7 seconds. Now, comparing the tyres, Miki is on 9-lap old mediums and Kengor is on 7-lap old mediums. So it's not that much of a difference. I don't think this is down to tyre wear. I think this is just down to outright pace. What a beautiful corner on turn 4. He went a bit wide on the exit, but the entry was so nice there. And he's caught him even more again. Just comes through the chicane and turn 8 and 9. Just going through 10 now when he's only 5 tenths behind. Oh, and he's gone deep. Kengor's gone deep. And he's hit the wall. Oh, so unfortunate there. Has he got wing damage? We can't quite see. But he just got so scruffy on the exit of 10. He went wide and collided with the wall. He has got an end plate missing at least. And he is going to have to fight back a lot now. Is he going to pit? You can see how heated his tyres are. He's losing the rear as soon as he gets on the throttle. He's got a car about to overtake him. There he gets the overtake done. That's a big shame. He's gone straight into the... He's gone straight on. That's not good to see. He's lost more of his wing now as well. Let's jump down to Garrett and see how he's getting on. He's lost all of his wing there. Look at Kengo. He's going to have to come into the pits and go again. He's going to have to put on a brand new wing, and that's going to cost him about an extra 7 or 8 seconds in the pit stop. And he picks up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane just to rub salt in the wound as well. He's not going to be too happy. He is going on to the softs though, which he should be able to take to the end of the race. So, other than that, again, everyone is still fairly spaced out. Miki, who was just getting challenged by Kengor, who is now not getting challenged at all, really, is 15 seconds behind the race leader. Again, Ayatul Gurnman is doing a very, very good job right now, extending that gap, constant lap times. He does have a penalty. He does have a penalty. And we've got Babby Moose going deep again into the chicane at turn 6 and 7. He's really struggling with this lack of ABS here. For everyone who's in the YouTube stream now, thanks for keeping that stream alive. I really appreciate everyone here. Oh, and also one thing that I'm going to touch on that I was cut off on earlier because there was some battle going on track. I just wanted to say every driver that is racing or has raced in OFR, even when it was F1 IR, it's really, we're really grateful that you've made this league what it is. You all help support the league. Every race you do helps this league grow. You always give us amazing battles on track and things like that. So thank you to everyone who is a part of this league. And we will continue to grow, hopefully get more drivers in, hopefully get more no assist divisions in F1 and move towards no assists in GTS. But for now, we've got lots of drivers, lots of fun battles on track. and we'll try and keep this up as much as possible. Now, we do have a bit of a battle going on between Miki and Van Fofolino. Here they come into turn 12. He did lose out a bit there, but look how deep Van Fofolino goes into turn 12. I'm finding it really hard to say his name, but I will get there in the end. He goes deep. Miki goes deep into turn 13, actually goes all the way around the outside. Doesn't pick up a penalty for cutting, but is he coming into the pits? Yes, he is. He's in now. He's exhausted those tyres. 11 lap old mediums. He's coming into the pits, and he's probably going to put those softs on. Let's see what he puts on. Right, so here he comes into his pit box at Alfa Romeo. It's right near the end. He must be putting on the softs. Yeah, they've got the soft tyres there ready. He's changing his front wing as well, so he must have had some damage there. Who is Viala in the chat? Who's that? I've not seen you here before. Good to have you with us. But here comes Mika out of the pit. And he's on the soft tyres, and we might even see some fastest laps from him as well, because he will be on the youngest soft tyres here. Now, looking back on track, he's actually come out just 9/10 behind 10-lap-old Garrett on mediums, so hopefully we might be able to see a bit of a battle happen on track again. Random Serious, I see, good to have you here, buddy. So, here he comes, really close behind right now. They are battling all the way up to turn 4. No, this is going to get messy. Let's hope it doesn't. There's a little bit of contact, but they managed to keep it clean. And Miki comes out on top on those soft tyres, and Garrett is now dropped down to 5th place. That was super brave from these drivers here. Wow. I don't know how they managed to keep it on the road there. We saw something similar in D1 between Lika and Pitch Black. When two drivers go wide there, it's never going to end well. But somehow these guys did it. Props to you. I really don't know how that was achieved, but it was good. We've got Fifi, we've got Fofo. I can't keep up with these names. Van Fofolinho. He's 2.3 seconds behind. Let's jump to him actually and see how he's getting on. So we'll ride on board with the hot lap. He's currently used up nearly all of his ERS. It's set to medium right now. He brakes at about 75 meters going into turn 1. Takes a bit of the curb, pushes it wide on the exit there. Goes a bit too wide actually. And he's back to full speed going into turn 2. Optimal braking is around 45 meters. He brakes at around 40. Locks up the front left there as he's turning in. On camber turn that drifts away from you. It seems like it's off camber. It's not great. He goes wide at turn 3, but he still keeps on the throttle. He doesn't pick up a penalty, lifts and brakes into turn 4. He's actually really steady through there. He could push that a lot harder, but if you do push harder and get it wrong, it's race over for you. So you do need to be careful. Now he brakes a bit late and he's not got a penalty, but he did cut the corner at the chicane at 6 and 7 there. Goes deep and turns in late. Gets understeer at turn 8 and turn 9. He is really fighting with this car right now. Those mediums must not be working for him, or they're overheated. I don't know. But it doesn't look like his car is turning as much as it could be. I wonder what setup he's using. So for all those D1 drivers who are currently watching, it might be useful if you guys were to share some setups with these D3 drivers, because I think a lot of the racing that looks like, you know, they're making mistakes, I don't think it's actually the driver's fault. I just don't think they have their setup tuned. And if they're using the default setup here in Hungary of all places, they're going to be struggling so much. So maybe we could make a setup channel in Discord or something like that. I don't know, but I think these guys could benefit from some pro level setups, I think. Now we've got Babby Moose behind Whistlepig right now. He was probably going to want to overtake him as quick as possible. The problem is Babby Moose is so far behind that he's a back marker, and if he overtakes him, he's going to have to get blue flags and let them overtake him again. So that's not great, but he is looking around the outside now, as you can see. He's come into contact with the AI actually. Whistlepig didn't quit. He actually had a network issue. That's why his car is just still on track there. It's a bit of a shame that he couldn't race, because he did have some pace around here. It would have been nice to see him battling with some of the drivers. But Babby Moose now is having a very awkward time trying to get past this car. He does get past him, but he's going to get... Did he touch him? He did, but he's going to get blue flags now if he can't pull away. So let's just hope he can pull away. He's coming into turn 12 that he finds ever so tricky. He's locking up, but he does manage to keep it pointing in the right direction, thankfully. Up ahead, we've got Gernman 48 seconds ahead. I don't know how he's pulled that off. He's on the medium tyres, 12 lap old. Let's see who has the fastest lap currently. It's currently Gernman with a 1:19.357. Now, we'll switch back to the interval, because I'm not sure if two people are close on track. No, there must be just back markers right now. But Gernman, there he is on lap 16, coming into turn 12 right now. Scott Harris, I've not seen your name before either. Who might you be, sir? But he's starting his second to last lap, Gernman. Let's ride on board with him and see how he gets on as well. Let's look at it from a quali lap perspective. So he brakes at about 55, turns in a bit late. He's getting a lot of oversteer there. You can almost feel the rear stepping out. The camera changing angle there slightly as his rear does step out, but he manages to keep it on okay. He brakes a bit late into turn 2, but manages to keep it tucked in. Early on the throttle, pushes him wide slightly, compromises his entry into turn 3, but he still manages to keep it on. He's an aggressive driver. He's really fighting the wheel, but he somehow manages to keep his speed up. Really interesting technique that he uses here. Round turn 5, half throttle in gear 4, all the way through there, taking a bit of outside curb, brakes at about 50 meters into 6, and then 7, cuts the corner slightly, doesn't pick up a penalty, doesn't invalidate his lap either. Kisses the curb. You want to just keep kissing these curbs here. Kiss, kiss on either side, and that helps to get this car rotated ever so slightly, and it helps to keep up your momentum. 2, drops it down to 5th, slight lift, full throttle out of 11, approaching turn 12, slightly downhill here, brakes at 50 meters, locks up the front right, turns in. I'm not sure if he's used to racing no assists, no ABS, but he keeps locking up in a lot of these corners, but he's still doing okay. He's not coming into the pits, he's going around. We've got a yellow in sector 3, it's a Red Bull, it's Kengor, and he's off the track right now. And Garrett's just overtaking him, so I'm not sure if these guys are going to be racing now. Is he coming into the pits? No, he's not. Why is he going so slowly? I'm not sure. He could be going for a fastest lap. That could be what he's doing. But we've got the Renault catching up to the back of Whistle. And we've got Miki coming up to the back of SGPD, who's a back marker right now as well. But we're going to jump to ISRL because he will be finishing soon. He's just come out of Sector 1 and he's going around turn 5 right now. Almost losing it, getting a bit of oversteer there, but doing a very quick correction. He is so aggressive with his car. He really is, but it's just a very interesting technique that he uses. Even though, he's constantly fighting the wheel. He's almost battling with the car. He's so aggressive, but that's not a bad thing because he's still keeping up his speed. I've not seen any driver race like him. He has the unique quality around here, and yes, Stinson, I think you're right. I think he may be worthy of a promotion. We'll have to wait and see, of course. He is coming around the final corner, so congratulations, Gernman. Another solid race for you. I think you did okay in Germany as well. You might have won the race, but I can't quite remember. But there he goes, swerving across the line, and he takes first place, 51 seconds ahead. Player 2 has just come through turn 5 right now, so they have a long way to go. Now, Garrett is going to be finishing in 5th place. He's going to cross the line with Kengor right behind him, 5th and 6th. Congratulations, guys. Good race from you two. And Garrett actually jumps Kengor. Yeah, he should have done. Yeah, that looks okay. So he does jump him on track. And he takes 5th place. Now, going back up to Dunkin' Donuts, another driver with a lot of consistency. He's Forbes in Discord there. He's just coming around turn 12 now, approaching turn 13, locking up all 4 tyres possibly as he's approaching the entry there. Coming around turn 14 now. He's had a bit of a difficult race, but a solid 2nd place and a nice healthy 18 points for you as well. So congratulations, very good job on a 2nd place finish. Well done. And next it's going to be Van Fofolino, who's going to come around turn 14 now and hopefully take 3rd place. I'm not sure how many penalties he has. He may lose out to Mickey because he's not too far behind, but he crosses the line and takes 3rd place. Congratulations there, Van Fofo. And then we've got Mickey coming around turn 14 now. Whistle behind him. Miki crosses the line and takes 4th. Does he jump him? No, he doesn't. He stays in 4th place. Whistle's going to be next. Whistle's AI has crossed the line. And finally, SGPD. Good job racing in that Toro Rosso. Difficult race for you, but you did finish. That's the most important thing. So congratulations, guys. So this is our 4th race today. Thanks for staying with us for all this time. Thanks for everyone in the chat who's kept it alive. Thanks for everyone racing today and all of the viewers too. We'll see you next week where we're going to be racing in Spa. In Belgium at Spa. Really nice track. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. There's going to be practice sessions throughout the week. If you want to join our league, just check out Online Formula Racing YouTube channel. There'll be a link to the Discord there. We're also on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter too. Discord links everywhere. We manage the entire server through there. So yeah, please make sure you join, and thanks everyone for a great 4 races today. It's been absolutely amazing. See you guys later.